watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE Superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You got to keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't
believe it! He's been eliminated!
I think I can safely say that the Boogeyman is without a doubt one of the most unique superstars in WWE.
Unique? JR, the guy's missing half his teeth. He smashes clocks over his head. And I don't know what's in that smoking staff of his, but I don't think it's doing his brain any favors.
I'm not going to say I'd invite him over for Sunday dinner in Roanoke. There he goes! He's out of the match!
I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out. A textbook reversal there.
What a counter! The way you say that, JR, it sounds like you're implying that he has a good side. And we both know that's not true.
Well, if he does have a good side, I've certainly never seen it. I don't think any of his opponents have either. What a reversal. I'd love to see you or anyone else try to kick Regal out of this country, King. I think he'd wind up kicking you across the ring in death.
The Undertaker's been in WWE for 13 years now, JR. And I think it's really starting to show here tonight.
I don't know what match you're watching.
Oh my gosh! He's been eliminated from the match!
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy by saying what's on their minds.
You sure can, JR. And I don't think we'd have it any other way.
You're not going to get him with that one.
And I can't express how sick I am of hearing him talk himself up and then choke in the ring.
I think you're selling him short, King.
He took a ride over the top rope, down to the floor, and out of this match. Randy Orton's one of the most dangerous superstars in the WWE, JR. Ric Flair and Triple H taught him everything he knows.
They may have taught Orton everything.
Wow, he wasn't too gentle about throwing him out. Looks like they've slowed the match down a little. And I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Who cares about them, JR? Look what's going on in the ring.
Excellent count. What ring presence.
Looks like his hopes of winning this one have been shattered, JR. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going.
And there's the elimination. You're right about that, King. Eddie Guerrero never had it easy. He had to fight tooth and nail for everything he ever accomplished. And I think that's one of the main reasons. That's it. The match is over for that particular superstar. He countered that and made it look easy.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR.
Is that? Yes, that's an elimination.
Well, just because a bunch of people believe something.
Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat.
I think this crowd has decided to exercise the right of free speech.
God bless the First Amendment, JR. I can't believe he countered that one. Hey, if Matt Hardy put his muscles where his mouth was, he'd have my respect. Please, all time. If I had to put money on this match, JR, I'd say that Matt Hardy was headed for another beating.
How can you say that, King? Matt Hardy's a phenomenal superstar who's accomplished a great deal in his career, including multiple tag team championship runs.
He saw that one coming.
Boy, when you look at these superstars, it really drives home the fact that Raw is the dominant brand of sports entertainment.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, JR.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell! You can't let somebody get away with that!
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. I'm not sure I agree with what the crap...
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
He countered that one perfectly.
He's a slippery devil.
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the...
Wow! Would you look at this, JR? He's choking the heck out of his opponent with that ring rope.
Well, folks, I know this isn't ballet, but this just isn't right. This could result in a serious, permanent injury.
I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what they...
Talk about adding insult to injury. Talked out of the ring and the match. His opponent telegraphed that one.
He just got tossed out rather unceremoniously, in my opinion.
These superstars sure are going easy on each other here tonight.
What do you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you?
These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. They're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
He's been removed from the ring and from contention in this match.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for...
Up and over and out. Eliminated. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's double. He doesn't look too happy about it, but an elimination is an elimination. That's one fewer superstar in this match. This match has come to an abrupt end for that superstar.
I just love machine. Viscera.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home not to try this stuff themselves.
That's for damn sure, King. The WWE Superstars are trained professionals.
And even they don't walk away from every match in the best shape.
They sure don't. We've seen more than one superstar taken out of here on a stretcher.
It's like he read his opponent's mind.
He's not going to get caught with that one.
Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like when you're in the middle of a slobber knock. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the liver tape.
All right, enough! I'm getting a translator before I have to come out here with you again. I don't think this is gonna work, JR. That's it! He's out of the ring, and that means he's out of the match too. Watch out! He reversed it!
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant. He might as well start walking back to the locker room. He's out of this match.
He turned the tables on his opponent with that one.
This capacity crowd is making their opinions known tonight.
They sure are, JR, and I love to hear it. Well, there's one less superstar in this match now. Over the top rope and down to the floor. That's an elimination. I've been looking forward to this match all night, JR. I can't believe it's finally underway.
This has been a hotly anticipated contest, and as far as I'm concerned, it's living up to the hype.
No question about that, JR. The fans certainly seem to be into it, that's for sure.
And when it comes down to it, that's all that matters.
JR's not going to be happy about this one, folks. I think one of his favorites is going to get beat like the proverbial government mule.
I'm not playing favorites, King. I might have issues with certain superstars as human beings, but I respect their in-ring abilities nonetheless.
JR, you're so full of it that you've got diarrhea of the mouth and constipation of the brain. I think I know who's going to win this match, but I don't want to say it. I'm afraid I'll jinx it.
Come on, King. Don't tell me you're superstitious.
Of course not, JR. I'm not superstitious because I know that's unlucky. Wow! Listen to these fans, JR.
You can fool some of the people all of the time, and all the people some of the time, but there's no fooling the WWE fans at all.
I'd ask you who you want to win this matchup, JR, but it's been pretty obvious since the start of the show who you're pulling for.
I'm trying to remain as objective as I can, King. Quite frankly, I'd rather see a good competitive matchup than see a particular superstar win or lose this thing.
Oh, come on. Everyone knows you play favorites. You're always trying to kiss up to the fans by talking up whoever they're cheering for.
I've never been a kiss up to my wife, King, which is more than I can say for some people. I caught them like I see them, and I'm flattered that the WWE fans agree with me as often as they do.
I don't know how much more of this I can stand to listen to, JR. You know what the difference between you and I-95 is? You can turn off I-95. I don't think the fans appreciated that one very much, but I don't think he cares much what the fans think.
That much is obvious, King. What a low-down, despicable move that was.
He reversed it.
That went nowhere. I think this crowd's giving these superstars a piece of their minds, King.
Are you sure they can afford it, JR? Look at this, JR. Can you imagine SmackDown putting on a match half as good as this?
No disrespect intended for our SmackDown colleagues, but no, I can't, King. I truly believe Raw's the dominant brand is for you.
You hit the nail right on the head there, JR. The dominant brand, not the slightly better brand or the sort of superior brand.
Absolutely not. I'm a Raw man, and I have to believe we're head and shoulders better than the competition.
You won't get any argument from me, JR. SmackDown's the minor leagues as far as I'm concerned.
If one of these superstars starts to build momentum, it could be the beginning of the end of this match.
That's right, JR. You don't see a lot of matches won with one or two big moves.
You sure don't. You've got to lay the groundwork first.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen.
There's the reversal.
And it's been reversed.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. So, King, any predictions about the outcome of this match?
Oh, no. Every time I make a guess as to who's going to win, I never hear the end of it from you.
Maybe that wouldn't happen if you got one right every now and then.
You got to respect the commitment and the dedication of these superstars to their careers.
No question about it, King. Every superstar on the roster has had to make more sacrifices than any other professional athlete I know.
It really is like being married to your career. There's not much room for anything else.
And marriage is a subject which you happen to be something of an authority. Isn't that right, King?
Come on now, JR. A man doesn't know what true happiness is until he's married. And then it's too late. Any superstar shows the slightest hint of weakness, they've lost the match.
That's for sure. No matter how beat up you are, you can't ever let your opponent know the extent of your injuries.
And that's easier said than done, JR. The human body can only absorb so much punishment. I think we're going to find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big or go home.
Well, these superstars sure aren't going home until this match is settled once and for all.
I'll agree with you about the larger part, JR. He's about as wide as he is tall. I'd say he should take up sumo wrestling, but I don't want to see him in a loincloth.
No one's ever going to accuse Big Show of being a pretty little ballerina, King. I think he's a great deal more agile than you give him credit for.
Well, he couldn't be much less. He's got all the grace of a bull elephant and half the size.
Oh, no. We know what this is.
The Samoan spike! That can crush your windpipe, JR.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
These superstars are beating the heck out of each other, and this crowd can't get enough of it.
It's what they paid to see, King, and they're getting their money's worth tonight.
They sure are, JR. There's no question these superstars are earning their paychecks. I think these superstars have a legitimate beef with each other, JR.
So do I, King. I'm not so sure their issues with each other are going to be solved with one match.
I hope not. I'd love to see them go at it again and again. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's